Hey, what's up, Smoke Nation? Happy Thanksgiving to you. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be cooking the Great American Turkey on our Pit Boss Vertical. We're gonna make this thing taste better than anything you've ever had in your whole life. Stick around, because we're gonna get to that right now. All right, so got our turkey thawed out for a month in the refrigerator. That's how long it feels like it takes anyway. Actually, it was in there for about 3 days to go from frozen to mostly thawed. It's still pretty frigid, but it's gonna be all right. First step you wanna do with this bird is get it dried off with some paper towels. I've already done most of this, so my bird's pretty dry. Just wanted to make sure you know that. That's gonna help the skin to shrink down and to have a better bite. Next, what we wanna do is we're gonna be doing some injection into this turkey breast. The breast is a little harder to keep moist, so it's very important to do this, especially in the breast. I'm gonna be injecting this thing all over, but the breasts are gonna be my main focus. So today, what we're gonna be injecting is not something I've made myself, it's something that some professionals have made, the Tony's Satcheries Injectable Creole Style Butter. This stuff is mighty fine. If I'm saying Satcheries wrong, let me know in the comments down below. That's how I've always grown up calling it. I think that's what it's called, but it's very strange. Let's get back to what we're up to. So we're gonna inject this thing with the injectable Creole style butter. This is the one that I prefer. I'll leave a link to this below where you can check it out for yourself. We're gonna be cooking this today on the Pit Boss using some competition blend pellets. You just wanna go all over it. But I'm gonna have a smoke tube burning hickory because I like a little flavor of some hickory wood. I think there's hickory in the competition blend. I want to enhance that a little bit. It's always better. Not too much than not enough. Make sure you want to get into the legs, get a little Creole butter in those babies. And you want to inflate this thing. Be very cautious when you're injecting this thing because you are in the splash zone. You've got this whole bottle, and you want to sort of get that whole bottle into your turkey. And I'm gonna flip this turkey over onto its side, and I'm gonna get into the thighs. This turkey, it's got the thighs across your eyes. You ever heard anybody say, oh, these thighs are too moist? Nope, sure haven't. I'm even gonna try to get a little bit of this into my wings. I'm gonna make sure you don't go too deep when you're going across the bottom right here, because you just be injecting it into the cavity. So ain't nobody got time for that. You ever make a mess? I did one time. There was that one time that I made a mess. I remember it like it was today. You know, there's always that family member, AKA me, that likes to pick at the bones. And the more of this stuff you get injected, the more that you will get that family member all happy with how good that little pick meat tastes. All right, so we've got our turkey injected. Now what we want to do is we want to season the skin. I used a good bit of what I had left over on my injection to just baste the turkey, and that's going to sort of act as a binder for the rest of my seasoning. We're going to start off easy peasy. We're going to use a little bit of my go-to, the Kinder's The Blend. I'm just going to sort of hit it up all over. Can't go wrong with salt, pepper, garlic. Make that call for yourself. Maybe you think, I hate salt, pepper, garlic. Well, it's not for you then, is it? This is my Blackstone Bayou blend. Like I said, I'll leave links to the Kinder's and the Bayou blend below. That's tough to say. All right, so once you've got your turkey injected and you've got a nice even coat of some salt and pepper, and then whatever sort of seasoning that you decide to put. Always go with salt and pepper. You can just do salt and pepper with the Cajun injection, and that's gonna be really good as well. A lot of people like to put herbs and things like that, you know, your thyme and your rosemary, things like that on the outside of the bird. I don't recommend that because most of that is just gonna burn off during the smoking process, and you're not gonna get the flavor that you want from that. Maybe afterwards you can put that in, but right now, pre-smoke, I don't recommend it. All right, so we're out here at the pit. We're about to put our turkey in. We're gonna do 300 degrees. Right, so we're gonna leave the turkey in the pit until it hits that internal temp in the breast of 165 degrees. So let's go ahead and get it in the smoke so we can get that process started. Big baby. There she blows. Let the smoke begin. Now I'm not gonna worry so much about a meat probe at this point in time. I'm probably gonna put my meat probe in at about the hour and a half mark, somewhere in there. But what I'm about to do right now is I'm about to load up my smoke tube with hickory pellets. And what that's gonna allow me to do, it's gonna allow me to get a little bit of an extra hickory kick onto my bird. All right, so we're out here at the 2-hour mark. Our internal temp on the breast is just a little over 130 degrees, and we're at the point now where what I like to do is I like to start basting the outside of the turkey skin with a little bit of unsalted butter and some of the Blackstone Creole mix. What we're gonna do is we're gonna open it up, take a look at this beautiful bird. Luckily, I'm cooking on my vertical, so you can actually see it already. It's taking on some absolutely fantastic color. Absolutely fantastic color. But we're gonna add on a little bit of Creole butter to the outside to hopefully get a little bit easier bite through, a little bit more crispiness on the skin. So let's check it out, let's get that butter on there. Got this delicious Creole butter. Just wanna just drizzle it on there. You want to wait for 2 hours at least until the seasoning that you put on there originally has really had a chance to cook on. Because what's going to happen if you try to do it too early is your Creole butter or your butter, you just decide to use just plain butter, it's going to wash the seasoning off of the turkey. And nobody wants that. Anybody want to be a crazy person and tell me that don't look awesome? Anybody want to be that person? I don't think so. My smoke tube is still pumping out smoke, and it has really helped to add that smoke onto the turkey. A lot of times what will happen is that you're cooking at these higher temps, and these pellet burners are gonna burn cleaner when they burn hotter. You get a little less smoke than what you would get from like a stick burner or something like that. So the smoke tube is just really the answer to how can I cook this bird and still get a good coat of smoke on there. Smoke tube's the answer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait till that gets to 150. We're gonna reapply some butter, and then I'm gonna crank the temp up to 350 degrees because I want that fat around that turkey skin to really render down, thin that skin out, and give it a little bit better texture when you cut through it and a little bit better texture when you bite it. That's coming up here in just a little while. We'll see y'all then. All right, so here we are 3.5 hours later. We cooked at 300 degrees for about 2 hours, 45 minutes. Once our internal temp on our breast got up above 150, I cranked it up to 350 degrees and cooked it until I got to that 165 degree mark. We've let it rest for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now we're gonna cut it open, see what's going on, and eat some. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, we've got a great color here. The bark on this turkey is just beautiful. I don't even know. I mean, look at that. It's just erupting with the juice. What I'm going to attempt to do here, and I'm no butcher, what I'm going to attempt to do is run this blade along the ribs and remove the majority of the breast. Oh, you can smell that hickory. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. What you typically see is they'll come in and they'll start making slices like this. That's not the correct way to do it with the grain. In order to get the most tender bite and the best bite, what you want to do is you want to remove the breast. Oh, just look at that. If you want a juicy turkey, you just do what I did. You'll be fine. What you want to do is lay that out right there like that. And you cut it the opposite way that you normally would. Then it's just going to be really easy to pull from when you bite into it, as opposed to having that stringy sort of fall apart in the mouth texture that you get with a lot of turkey when you cut it the opposite way. That just looks perfect. I mean, juicy, delicious turkey breasts cooked on your pellet grill. is a juicy, juicy, juicy. Let's see what's going on with it. Oh. Man, that's simple. Wow, that is so good. So this was a Creole butter injection, whole turkey cook. I'm gonna give a piece to my camera wife. Creole butter injection, Blackstone Creole blend on the outside of the bird. We basted it a couple times with a Creole butter. Man, this is just, I mean, still just pumping out steam, falling apart, tender, juicy to the almost overly juicy. If that's a thing. So good. You can really pick up on that hickory from the smoke tube. Man, it's good. Look, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, remember to hit that like button for me. And if you want to become a subscriber to my channel, I'd be happy to have you. Love to have you. If you become a subscriber, make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you get a notification every time I put out a video. That way you can be one of the first people to check it out. Thanks so much. Make sure to comment if you have any questions, concerns. I love interacting with my viewers, so thank you so much to everybody that watched this video, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Turkey for Thanksgiving. I'm doing this a couple.
What's fell over?
To the Kinders and the Bayou bin and the Bayou. You can make yourself a delicious so that you can make yourself until our breast hits that internal temp of 165. All right, we're gonna